baby's weaned off of breast milk, you may want to try hemp seed protein for the baby. Hemp seed protein is the protein of choice for people who can't use whey protein or egg protein, which are pretty much the two best proteins going. Whey and egg. Hemp seed is your most important alternative. All right, let's see. I want to tell you a cool story that's in the book, The End of Overeating by David Kessler. David Kessler was the head of the FDA. He's a doctor. I was not a fan of David Kessler, as I'm not a fan of the FDA. But he wrote a really neat book when he left the FDA, and he kind of went over to the good side, went over to the bright side from the dark side. And this is a very important book called The End of Overeating. And in this book, he talks a lot about how we're manipulated through our foods and how chemists at food companies understand what our drives are and how foods are created to take advantage of those drives. And one of those foods is the product Cinnabon, which most of you have heard of. Cinnabons are found in airports and food courts around the country. Cinnabon has that famous cinnamony smell that everybody seems to be addicted to. There's always long lines at the Cinnabon counter, and it's no accident that there's long lines at the Cinnabon counter. And there's a really cool story about why there are long lines at the Cinnabon counter. There's a really cool story in this book about how Cinnabon was created, and I would love to tell you that story, and I'm going to tell you that story because it's real important, because it really underscores this whole idea of manipulation through food chemistry, of how we are controlled by our drives, by people who understand our drives and understand how to exploit and how to leverage those drives to their advantage. It's a very important story. I want to tell you about that. But we have a bunch of folks on hold. I want to get to as many calls as I can. So we'll have to wait till tomorrow for that discussion when we'll continue talking about alternatives to cardiovascular disease, specifically essential fatty acids and how important they are for heart health, for cardiovascular health. Our number is 866-582-9933. Without further ado, let's take our first phone call. Jesse in Colorado. What's going on, bro?
Hi there. I have a history of heart disease in my family. Grandmother died at 62.
Okay.
Dad had open bypass at 50, and my brother died 4 years ago at 32.
Oh, no.
I've been
How old are you? How old are you?
I'm now 33.
Okay.
And I've been on heavy meds ever since 80 milligrams of Lipitor and Tenolol and Zetia.
That's awful.
And we have the mutated gene, we're told. And I had a major test done, have 50% blockages already. And ultimately, I just wanted to call in. I'm new to the product. I'm looking to get on it very soon and wanted to see what an addition could be taken to hopefully get off the medication, if it's a possibility.
Please. Absolutely 100%. You're 33 years old. You're in the prime of your life. You're being poisoned and drugged. And if anything's going to kill you, it's not going to be heart disease. It's going to be the nasty poisons that some doctor unconsciously put you on. Now, were all these meds, you said Zetia, Lipitor, what was the other one?
The other one was a Tenolol. It's a beta block.
They're all nasty, nasty drugs. And I'm telling you, if you are not feeling the signs of drug poisoning, then you have an amazing constitution. If you're not fatigued, if you're not having sexual problems, if you're not having weight gain issues, if you just don't feel lousy, then you have an amazing constitution, because those are three nasty drugs, especially the atenolol. Here's the thing. We've been talking about alternatives to exactly the kind of experience you're having with the modern medical model for the last 2 months in terms of heart disease. We've been talking about alternatives to prescription drugs for heart disease, and you maybe want to get your doctor to turn on his radio and listen to this program, because it's absolutely unconscionable for a 34-year-old guy to be put on that kind of medication. Just read the package insert, and that's all I'll tell you about how nasty those drugs are, especially the atenolol. So here's what you need to do. Number one, first and foremost, if you have any digestive problems, and I can't imagine that you don't, being on these prescription drugs, those need to be worked on. You have to isolate digestive issues with foods. And by the way, this is not just me talking to Jesse. This is me talking to anybody out there who wants to get off their meds. This is me talking to anybody out there who wants to change their health biography, their health life. Any kind of health issue that you're confronting, first and foremost, work with your digestive system. If you have any digestive symptoms, that's good, because that's giving you a clue to where you can work. If you don't have any digestive symptoms, look more closely until you can find some digestive symptoms, because they're important clues. Once you find digestive symptoms, you want to eliminate the foods that are causing them. It's like a little detective game, and I talk about writing the symptom down in a little book. I've said this so many times, I hate to bore people, but it's very important to understand that you have to write down your symptoms and then write down the foods you ate anywhere from 2 to 5 or 6 hours before that are connected to those symptoms, until you start to see patterns. You'll say, oh my gosh, every time I have corn, I bloat. Or every time I have wheat, I don't feel so good. Or every time I have grains or milk or dairy, I get constipated. Whatever the symptom is, you got to connect it up to a certain food, eliminate those foods. In the meantime, get yourself on the best probiotic supplement you can find. And then also, it would not be a bad idea to use digestive enzymes, especially if you're worried about your heart or your circulatory system, because digestive enzymes can keep blood flowing through, circulating more effectively and keep blood from clotting. So digestive enzymes and probiotics and eliminating problem foods. Now, if you have any issues with your gallbladder or your liver, then that's going to be especially problematic, and you're going to want to throw in some bile salts, and that's bile as in B-I-L-E, bile salts, to help you process fats. So that's the digestive component. Secondly, if you have any diabetes or blood sugar problems, those two need to be corrected, and you're going to do 2 things to correct those. The heart is very responsive to blood sugar problems for better, blood sugar issues, for better or worse. If you can control your blood sugar issues, that's going to be great for your heart. But if you have blood sugar issues that are uncontrolled, that's going to have a negative effect on the heart. And heart disease is one of the biggest problems with diabetics. So if you have any blood sugar issues, you need to stabilize that. The best way to do that is to eat more protein, eat more essential fatty acids, and to eliminate, as best as you can, at the very least reduce fast-burning sugars, fast-burning carbohydrates, fruit juice, soda pop, candy, cake, breads, grains, refined flours of all kind. Replace those with a good source of protein. Whey is the best. And replace the drive for fats, as we talked about earlier, with essential fatty acids. Hang tight, Jesse, I want to finish this up. It's a very important question. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this with more good health information. Hi everyone, I'm Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist and host of The Bright Side. The good news about nutrition and health. The good news that if you or someone you care about is on a prescription drug or has some kind of health challenge, there's a gentle, natural, healthy way to address most health issues without drugs and without doctors, and it's as simple as understanding how the parts of the body work and how they interact with the foods we eat and the nutrients we take in. If you've heard me on The Bright Side or at one of my presentations, you know I'm a man on a mission to help you understand health and wellness and the remarkable healing powers of the biological system called the human body. And if you like The Bright Side, you're going to love my new website, brightsideben.com. You'll find articles and links, you'll be able to access archives, and we'll even have exclusive information that you won't hear on the radio show. And of course, you can purchase the Longevity nutritional supplements and even sign up to join my Longevity team and make an impact, make a difference, and maybe make some money too. Check out brightsideben.com. That's brightsideben.com, or call 866-735-2470 for more information.
So we decided to upgrade the look of our home.
You know, improve the curb appeal.
We decided to add the look of stone to the exterior.
We really like the stacked stone look.
Yeah, but when I checked into the price, it was ridiculous. No way could we afford it.
Then a friend told me about Genstone. Genstone.
Genstone comes in lightweight panels made of polyurethane. They've actually engineered the hassle out of installation. No mortar, no mesh. It was easy. Even I could do it.
We just screwed the panels to the wall and it looks like stone. I mean, it really looks like stone.
Yeah, from the box to the wall in minutes.
We love the look of our home now.
And Genstone is durable, comes with a 25-year warranty, and offers additional R value for insulation.
If you want the look of stone at a price you can afford, call Genstone
at 855-955-STONE.
Trust me, you'll save money.
And you'll love the look.
855-955-STONE. That's 855-955-7866.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows. Pause and rewind live TV. Even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MyTV. 1-855-905-MyTV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MyTV. 1-855-905-MyTV.
Attention taxpayers! If you've received a notice from the IRS or state, do not ignore it. It's also a big mistake to try and handle your tax problem on your own. If you owe back taxes, it's a fact that the government has the power to take everything you own, including your home, business, wages, savings, and your freedom. But here's the good news. There's a special toll-free tax hotline set up especially for you. This tax hotline will tell you about new programs that are geared to help you dramatically settle, reduce, or eliminate what you owe. But you have to call now. Take down this number or put it in your cell phone. But call 877-345-7645. That's 877-345-7645. When you call, you get free information on how you can reduce or eliminate back taxes, including penalties and interest. You can also be helped if you have unfiled returns, a tax lien, wage garnishment, bank levy, or if you've been entered into a payment plan but can't make the payments. Don't make the big mistake in thinking you can ignore or handle your tax problem on your own. You can stop the collection process immediately at 1-877-345-7645. That's 1-877-345-7645. 1-877-345-7645.
Not just an alternative to the mainstream media. We're the premier independent talk radio network. We are GCN.
Welcome back to The Bright Side. Nutritional pharmacist Ben here. Thanks for joining us, friends. Our number is 866-582-9933. We're talking to Jesse in Colorado. I love that question, Jesse, because I haven't even mentioned a product yet, and these are all wonderful ways that you can help wean yourself off your prescription meds and take care of your heart. Number one, correct digestive problems. Number two, stabilize the blood sugar system. Eat more protein. Eat more essential fatty acids. Wean yourself off of anything that will throw your insulin off, that will throw your blood sugar off. Number three, you got to work on the adrenal glands. We haven't talked about oxygenation, but the heart and the brain are the two most oxygen-rich organs in the body. The heart is very dependent on good oxygen. Make sure you're breathing correctly. When you're not breathing correctly, your adrenal glands will sense an emergency and you will go into hypertension, high blood pressure as your body attempts to deliver more oxygenated blood, and over time that's going to compromise the heart. So learning how to breathe is very, very, very important for cardiovascular health. And if your doctor hasn't told you about oxygenation and breathing correctly, and if he put you on a poison medicine, literally, before he told you about something as benign as appropriate oxygenation, then he is in violation of the Hippocratic Oath, which says first do no harm. And no knock on your particular doctor, because all doctors pretty much do that, or pretty much don't do that. So oxygenation is very important. As far as straight nutrition goes, make sure you're getting enough B vitamins. I can't stress that with more vigor and importance and emphasis. Please understand the importance of the entire B complex for cardiovascular health, especially vitamins B3, B6, B12, and folic acid, but not just those vitamins, all the B vitamins. The best way to get your B complex is through the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, because it's in a liquid form and you can do it all day. I'd be getting the Beyond Tangy Tangerine today, Jesse, and sip on it all day long. You'll also find another vitamin that's very important for the heart that we haven't talked about yet, and that's vitamin C. In fact, between the B complex and vitamin C, you have two of the most significant cardiovascular nutrients there are. Because they're water soluble, you pee them out, you urinate them out, and if you're not adding them in, everybody listen to this, if you're not adding these things into your supplemental regimen, if you're not taking these things in on a regular basis, once you urinate them out, you will become deficient, and you cannot help but have cardiovascular issues if you're deficient in these two important vitamins, vitamin C and the B complex. And then please tell me that your doctor told you about coenzyme Q10, because Lipitor will deplete your body of this very, very important cardiovascular vitamin, coenzyme Q10. That's another one I wouldn't waste any time getting on. I'd get it today. And you want about 100 milligrams of coenzyme Q10 a day if you're concerned about your heart. Take it in the oil-soluble gel caps. Where in Denver do you live, by the way, Jesse?
Southwest of the
Colorado.
Foothills. So
are you in Denver?
I'm sorry?
You're in Denver?
Yeah, just about 50 miles southwest of it, yeah.
Okay, good deal. How are you? You're listening on the internet, I take it, right? Or is there a radio station you're listening to?